and what's her name? Crunch Queen was part of it. Every single person that crusaded, even when they decided that they don't want to be part of accountability, they still make a statement to say, carry on donating money. Nigerians, these are people with PhD. These are people that came to tell us that they can be looked at as civil, as credible, to show us accountability. They walked away without telling us they can see that there are malpractices. Then the public would have actually addressed the issue with these people. But what did they do? They walked away silently and still told us to carry on donating money. Paparano put his money into it. After he said you shouldn't put your money into it under 24 hours. When we look at that, we need to call a spade a spade. I don't have any friends, but I have friends. But I don't have friends where we work together to come and fool the public, steal money from the public, and lie to the public. Even Sele is a very good friend of mine. So is Chairman. So is Aristocrat. So is Susie for Justice. So is Thunderfire. So is Lady Adenike. They are my friends. And I mention people that I engage with on Black App for nothing. Maybe when we did the digital billboard or whatever, when we do the commemoration and stuff for anniversary for Mohbad's demise, may so rest in peace. So I've got nothing to, even when I engage with the miscreants, the rascals on Stinking Stinkers, and that pork yoke has the temerity and the audacity to be questioning my engagement with people on the Green app. Nothing to do with you. I'm an individual. And I can express myself the way I want to. Now, from my engagement yesterday, and I found people in some camp, they who want to co-host with the IT guy. The God Almighty will never give you the opportunity to co-host with the IT guy on this Black app. You guys think I'm stupid and you think I'm going to drag myself to the gutters and come and engage with the likes of Lagata and Arifa of all people. Emi ọmọ, ọmọ ọba, ọmọ ọkọ, ọmọ Yorùbá, ọmọ Ìjẹ̀bú. I will come and engage with the likes of Lagata and Arifa, those gutter boys. Arifa has the knack and the temerity to go into my profile, grab my picture, and actually use that to do a video on his platform. And I sent him a message with clarity to understand that although my what's it called, and this is to do with some kind of comprehensive get-together connection kind of show I did to connect Bella to Ayat and try and find out how all these people are involved. And Arifa, your name was mentioned. Now, you did a video and you mentioned my name in your video. That's your prerogative. I don't have an issue with that. Now, my Black App profile is public. None of the content in it, materials in it, is useful for reproduction without seeking my consent. It is my private information. It is my copyright. It is my the derivatives of my brand. Now, from a litigious point of view, from a legal point of view, and if we arguing and something litigious come into the process, if you go into my profile and borrow a picture from my profile without my consent, that is a personal digital information. And if you now reuse that, whichever way you use it, even if it's to promote me, I have the right to sue the hell out of your ass. And then it says something like, I should bring petition. Arifa, let me tell you something. Do you know when they picked you up the last time? The reason why they kept you in there is because the guys that want to keep shafting your wife are paying the police money to keep you there for as long as it takes. This time around, you may never be able to use your dick, your gola, to see papers for a year. And I'm not joking. If the IT guy silently in the background, you see me, I don't do threats. So go to your lawyers, get onto the internet, look at all the cyber use of someone else's content, yeah, without asking, without permission, without consent, and see how many people have been sued for millions. Even celebrities have sued themselves. Arifa, that comment you made, I laugh. And you even put a laugh emoji in there. You see, that laugh will be a cry that the maximum term of what can be thrown at you, you'll be crying for that period of time. I am an IT guy, and they don't call me IT guy for nothing. Every jurisdiction actually asks is on. You went into my profile. You use my content to defame me. I don't mind with what you can say anything you like, because we all mention each other's names. I mentioned your name. That's it. There is no defamity to say, how did they manage to bail you out if Joseph Aloba and his comrade only gave, let's say, 700K, whatever K they gave? Maybe it's Lenchi that in silo quietness actually put the extra money. But I'm asking a question because we are confused. Because we want to know the relationship between these people. Why is Bella giving Ayat money if it's true? And how are we going to connect anyone that is related to Ayat to receiving money? Is there more money than the 8 million? These are findings. I went into the underground now. Give me these credits now. I'm going to try now. Even if that one is supreme at you, baby, no more far. I want one day, Benny. I want the Benny. One more cotton show, one more bashing show. I want Funra. They themselves will use their hands to expose themselves, but we know how to poke them. We know how to poke them. When I was doing my show, and I started 3 weeks ago, and I said I was going to expose this underground. I was doing the versus. I did Olori Ebi versus Supreme. I did various versuses then. People are scared to come and speak. And I gave a wonderful thank you to aristocrats, for making the miscreant, the so-called gullible, what they call themselves again? Critical stinkers, for shaming them, for coming out and going to Olori Ebi's platform to shame Pokyok. They're all desperate. They think when you have a platform and your platform is growing, they think it's all about bribing people. They think it's all about connecting with Godelites. They think it's all about looking for shades and bringing look. It is brain and common sense. It's a gift in terms of communication and how you can transport information to people and get people to listen to you. It is a gift that is inherent of you. Olorun Eledumare kan bless and tó bá ní gift yẹn, and that is it. Hey, critical stinkers, you've been quiet since Baba Mohbad shamed the whole lot of you and didn't want to have anything to do with you. Bio Billions and that gutter boy Pokio, the two gutter king. They are doing host to host. Look at the state of these idiots. They look like how can I even put it? Alagemo and Jankari War. Bole Kaja. Two men, and they're now putting cap on their bald head. Can you imagine? Two bald-headed idiots are putting cap on their head. Is that Patakupa? Is that Patakupa that they are putting on their head? Young boys, 35 years of age, 38 years of age. Look at their beards. They have tried and tried and tried to sakamaje, to do yahoo. You don't know that sakamaje and yahoo is for people like Yomi Fabiyi and Eris. It's not for rats and worms like you, maggots like you. Even they, Yomi Fabiyi and Supreme Iron Lady Aries. 20 months later, no agreement today, no agreement tomorrow. It's Paparano that is settling the deed. Paparano will no sabi within the happen. Now him be lawyer. It's time for me to chill out for the show to continue. I just decided to do my introduction. You know my introduction on my platform. This is how I do it. And for today, I'm going to be floating everywhere. I started from Temi's platform. You guys go and look for the audio. Look, guys, I'm telling you, I don't do script. I've been standing in front of my window right now upstairs with no paper in my hands. And I can remember everything. Me, my platform is freestyle. I always say to people, the only thing I write down is information I'm going to use, and I carry on writing it down whilst I'm running my show. For everything I write down, I remember. And that is how I try the best I can to tell Chairman's story. And Chairman, our market. We are saying, Oga Olopa in Nigeria is looking for you. I told you to keep quiet. Now you know listen. No, yeah. Someone is saying, critical thinkers. Let's go back to their heydays when they thought they had a magic. A very long time ago, I used to go past a window, and there's a pastor, a very good guy that actually thought if he actually kind of carry on with his deeds and his connection, and it was very good. He will engage with people, very soft and gentle guy on a Sunday. He will do giveaway and all that kind of stuff. And I like this guy. I thought, this is a good guy. I like this guy, Justice for Mohbad. Okay, he was independent. And what's his name? Give him a round of applause. It's Ish Talk. Ish Talk. Very good guy. Way back then. Very good guy. I really like his character. I like his charisma. Me, that I don't go to church. I'm not the son of the devil. Oh. I just don't go to church on Sunday. So once in a while, before football starts in the afternoon, I will join the platform now, but sitting on the window though, because I don't know how to sing and clap hallelujah. They will find me out and say, are you sure you're not Muslim? But on that note, I sit on his window. So he's a very good guy. And then we have Pokyok. Pokyok, I remember driving to work in the morning, very early hours of the morning. And I will be sitting on the window listening to Pokyok. Pokyok is a stirrer, is a disturber, is these disturbances, is that he can't sleep at night. Given the time zone and all that kind of stuff of where I know it's close proximity to me. And I'm thinking, I've listened to this guy on and off on the windows all night. In the morning, he's still active. Does this guy sleep at all? But you know where the devil children, the children of the devil have a way of walking. They just don't sleep at night, and that's it. They stopped. And I did not actually know from his antecedents and the way he carries himself. But when I started being wary of him, was when he will curse and curse and curse. So he first of all curse his generation, his life, and his future first, which is the reason why he has no future today after 20 months. Once he does that, he now goes down the route. So now, he will now challenge you to do adabi and all that kind of stuff. All this nemesis and karma thing and whatever Bible, it is there. I don't know.
Bible marathon.
Exactly. Of course, they did that one at some point, didn't they? They turning Bible and mentioning them. At some point, even when African television was telling them about a situation with Joseph Aloba, they were using Chat GPT. These people are so brain dead. So Pokyok did not have, and if he wasn't sure, but he loves causing trouble. And he has his own followers and they champion him. Pokyok. Hey, ẹgbẹ́lẹ́dẹ̀ jáde, ẹlẹ́dẹ̀ jáde o. Ó yá ẹ jẹ́ ká wẹ̀ fẹ́lẹ́dẹ̀ o. Ó ti ń yí inú ìgbẹ́ for the past 2 weeks, you know. And then we have Biobillions. Biobillions is a child that was born, as in when a child was delivered, there's something not quite right there. You just don't know where it is. And you think maybe over a period of time when we educate him and bring him up, it will change. He hasn't changed. How old is he? Look at his beard. With him, if we go into argument with you today, let's say that was 2003, December. The same argument in July 2024. So that's 2023, 2024. December 2024. If you invite him here right now in 2025, he's still saying exactly the same thing he was saying in November, December 2023. Is it jet lag or brain lag? Is it jet lag or brain lag? There has to be a lag there somewhere. And you then have the barrister, whatever his name is, the beggar. Barrister, what is his name again? Is it by force you have to speak English? Because you can just turn it to pidgin. Olaide, barrister Olaide. You can just speak pidgin. People will still understand you. Barrister Olaide is the real talaka in justice for Mohbad. The beggars, the maggots. The people who don't know how to go and look for work and actually fend for their family. A man who grew up from a boy to a man and still a boy in 2025 at his age. Ọlọ́run má jẹ́ kí tiwa dàrú bẹ́ẹ̀. And you start begging on the streets to ask for money to buy condom, not to have another type of wife. Ordinary condom. Yeah, just to buy condom. Say, Mr. Joseph Aloba, out of that GoFundMe, I think I'm going to need another 25 pack of condom or 24 pack of condom. Joseph Aloba will say, okay. Muiwa, where are you? Gorexi will say, not again. So, if you can't even find money to do family stuff, no wonder you wake up one day and you're begging for money to pay school fees. Can you imagine, you doing family planning I know, the hospital give you condom, and something about those condom the hospital give you, they are not very good. So maybe Robert don't tear a number of times. This guy come go. Gulexi say you can't keep coming out every week. You need to be explicit. So what do you want us to give you money for? He whisper, CD. So they said, but we don't use CD anymore. It's a kingdom. They will say, did you just say kingdom? Because they are all slow. It takes a while for them to realize it's condom for family planning. Who else is there? Oh, I think those are the key people there. So if you match all them together and you put what's his name in the Ish Talk, Barrister Olaide, Pork York, the Elede himself, and buy your billion with little maggot brain, and you put them together, they become critical stinkers. And it's just a shame that even Joseph Aloba did not borrow himself a brain to be engaging with maggots. It took him a while to find them out. And that's after Mohbad decided to give Gurexi a very big slap. And Baba thought, when Gurexi is not here, before he recovers, these guys are maggots. Baba quickly run away. So that's it really on the critical stinkers. We've had a bit of fun. So Olu Wills, what says you? Olu Wills, how you there, Baba me? Good, a very good afternoon to you. Olu Wills, you don't sleep. I be camera day down. Because on this side, that's what we do best. God bless our cameras. If camera will tell you everything is see, just like a dog, we are all in trouble.
The IT, we have seen cameras that even when they were down, we did not see anything.
They are still recording.
You understand?
You mean there's maggots?
It could be salami that the camera is
there is worms. Yeah, I know what you're saying. There is worms in there. You can barely see it. No, if you give it to them, just say it's a carrot. It's not a Ebola, but it's a carrot. So where are we today? From your own point of view, which kind of gutter we don't enter today? Because we don't start with this whole thing. Don't start already today. How did we get to where we are today? From yesterday, even. Yes.
I think many things that have happened.
And tap Jose at the back of the head and say,
"Of the head, exactly." Well, I just think enough of women will always come out and talk about their grievance, but my own opinion about the chairman, my name was also mentioned. I believe she talks too much anyway, because she was talking to a guy. For you to be talking about another guy to another guy, I think it's a red flag. You understand? So I will not actually dwell on my own character, but to this place of Sakuma, chairman, I felt like, I don't know Sakuma's side. He's asking God for forgiveness at this time. I wish he told me where he was going to. I also need forgiveness. But
that is God though. But
the place of, you can see my name, Oriyomi is there. People will not understand, but I will explain the reason why I've added that name today. Then in between, I look at the chairman side. I saw the everything that was happening right from the place of Lagata. I know nothing about it. My name was just used just like Sam Larry was boasting with the king's name. That's how someone was just mentioning my name to something that I have no idea. Later in this, now we heard that it is Hayat that is instigating her, according to how they said. We've not heard his own side, you know. But people don't even know who is Hayat. They don't even know who is Sele. They don't know the difference.
Yeah,
We don't
yeah.
live
I
in
mean,
the same house.
thing is, to be honest,
We are not. Our brains
when
are not in the same place.
when I listen to the music pivot, and I listen to, I'm not sure if I've heard Ayad's voice. You make any sense out of what they say?
God bless you. God bless you.
Times
Letting somebody, but we can't see just one voice.
times two, mate.
And everybody start claiming is the one that is this, is the one that is that.
Is it Akudaya or Hayat times 2? What did you just say now?
No, Akudaya times two. It's two of them now.
I get bad mouth.
It's Ayat and the music pivot now.
For me, I think the two of them, they're on cruise.
Yeah, but the thing is, I can understand if we are jesting. I can understand if we are serious, and there's no reason for us to take ourselves too seriously because we're catching cruise anyway, regardless. But
Yes.
for me, I just can't understand either of these two guys. I just don't get them, you know. And their actions and inactions and their antecedents is always to do with blackmail. It's always to do with someone's camera down, obtaining money somewhere, and distributing money the other way.
And blackmailing people with their nudes.
That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying.
And I also did something like that, but I've not seen myself or heard myself anywhere talking about a woman before. But you know, that was used as a weapon against myself. Until date, I still don't actually know how to explain, because I just found out something that ended in July, somebody came out in January, you know, and I'm trying to understand that what happened, what triggered that coming out. Somebody came out to say they've seen my nudity. Is it when I become a president? Because before the person comes out, because I'm still trying to understand
But you see,
But wait, there's another info. They said a woman gave you 3 million naira.
A woman gave me a woman that I was dating.
Okay. Now for me, I don't see any problem with it, right? Because you guys are together. Men give women money every time, you know? Men don't come and cry and say, I give us this one.
He did not say that.
Is she saying she wants money back or what?
Hold on, what are you guys talking about now? Sorry, I got distracted. Go on.
And there's something about, there was one day, Sele was at the paparazzi platform, and someone, people started commenting, return our money.
Oh,
exactly. Exactly.
Actually said it.
Have a look at this. Let me ask you a question. Let me ask, especially Sele. Let me ask you
that immediately you see that type of comment, it triggers you to want to explain something.
Yeah,
because
yeah. Do I need to get a job?
You shouldn't.
A new job towards paying that money?
Yeah.
Morally,
look
at the reason why I was actually called
you made
out.
a mistake. The mistake you made is to have responded. You should not have responded.
No. That day, the whole comment section was
until
if you didn't respond,
I didn't respond. I didn't even respond, Olu Wills. It was Supreme that said that do I know the numbers of women that have come to her to say that I'm collecting money from them. And I said, no woman can do. And I mentioned a name that almost put me into trouble because I was never going to fight with a woman. Never.
Let me ask you this question, Sele.
Do you understand, Olu Wills? It was Supreme that said that, and I was clearing her. You understand? And it became something else. You know, I can't weaponizing my words.
I was on the window. I was on the window listening to it too.
Because
You
the
know,
conversation was given a different narrative, you know?
no, Olu Wills, when these matters happen, the narrative that it came out with was I was threatening a woman with her nudes. And I'm asking the whole world, anyone privately, have I ever talked to you about any relationship with
Nobody
anyone?
came out.
No,
Nobody came out.
no. You understand? No. It came out to say
Sele,
this is
let me
what,
ask you a
you know?
question that's been bugging me. Let me ask you a question that's bugging me. Now, who is Phoenix Oba 362 or something? Who is that lady?
I think it's one mama like that.
So, when there was controversy in the past, who was the person that the controversy actually surrounds at the time?
Okay, I would not want to mention. You mean of myself, right?
No.
The
About
music.
That
Canada.
was with the music. That was with the music.
Okay,
You're
it was
showing
the
nude.
music, yeah.
Uh-huh. And the music is now telling me to bring the proof in the comment section. Proof of what? The music, we are just talking
I
about you.
didn't. I'm not.
We are not
Oh my god! People
We are
think
just
that-
talking about you. It was in the comment section just now. I said I had to bring it. I'm not bringing it up. We have the right to talk about you based on your antecedents, innit? You are the king
But
of cards.
it's
IT.
the proof now. It's the
The
proof
IT.
already now. It's the proof.
Exactly.
Olu Wills, you know, when I mentioned that matters on Papariano, even the deceased and deceased made reference to that platform. Whatsoever I'm saying there is defaming them. And I'm looking at myself. I did not bring these matters to social media. You brought it, and somebody now.
So you got a letter because of this, because of that day.
Yes, I just got something in my email. You understand? And I was just like, you know, I looked at everything. That the only thing is I just feel bullied because I never used.
Actually, Sele, hold on. Let me ask you another
It was
question.
somebody that said to me, somebody
But
who had
if
been
the person that sent that letter, right?
Let me ask
The
another
person that
big
sent that letter didn't tell
Yes,
people
they have it.
about
Huh?
any 3 million or any money got from them.
Sele,
No,
I have
No,
another
no,
thing.
no news. Nobody will come and talk about it on the comment section. You know that.
Of course. They
Yeah, let me
mentioned
start.
it.
Because
Another one.
you didn't go around telling people that you got money from somebody.
Yes, another question
No,
for you, Sele.
I never talked about that. It was the
Sometimes
person
ago.
that had some, you know, friends. We have friends that we, you know,
But
I
truly,
just those things.
women
I just saw
are
myself. I just saw a group of people.
Sele Ogoni, Sele, you know you're
Yeah.
an IT guy. Let me ask you a
Uh-huh.
question again. Another question.
Okay.
You know, sometimes ago there was a saga, and somebody got hold of a woman's what they call cloud data, and copied the information from the woman's cloud, and then want to start using it to blackmail the woman until the woman can't pay money again. Who is that person again?
Oh,
I think-
you mean that the Canadian woman,
Yeah. I don't know whether it's
International.
Canada. Yeah.
That's
Who
Ayat.
was who was the man involved?
I think that's Ayat.
Really, very wicked. Is that true? That I have to go into the cloud, the person shared the password with the guy, and the guy went in there, collected information about her nude, and then started threatening her to expose her to the
No. She
public.
said, I think she
think-
sent the news herself. It's not about.
Yeah.
Oh,
Everybody.
okay. So who was involved? Who was involved in
I've
that?
never heard of cloud though.
Yeah, I never heard of cloud too.
Is there somebody that
They
owns
said,
cloud?
hold on. The person.
I felt like it was consented till shared.
Yeah,
They shared it.
I know. No, she gave the information, the cloud access information, and this guy went in there and even got what's it called, American National Insurance number or something like that,
Wow.
and was trying to use that to do.
I
all
think this
sorts of
story
stuff.
that you are saying is Phoenix. Maybe it's Phoenix side
Oh,
of the
it's still the
story.
Phoenix one. Okay. All right.
Okay.
I thought it is. So the
Because
people
that's
that
the only person that
the
is in
people
America.
the people in comment section looking for what did they say they are looking for? Proof.
Oh,
They were not able to defend themselves at the time, you know. But yet they're asking for proof. The proof is in the pudding.
it's in the scatter my head.
Then there are a lot of people here. People say a lot of very very funny things.
I think she was the one in America.
Some said the serious boys in South Africa that always using to do.
I'm telling you.
That have used to do to talk to those women That's why they're sending them nudes and money. I'm like,
It's not juju. It's not
Relationship that could have still continued till now, if not
There was no
because,
quarrel, Abi.
but can you
Yes.
imagine? Can you imagine, guys? Let's
you
say,
know,
for
I'm just
instance,
in shock.
the relationship wasn't built on extortion. They will still be doing it up to today. But it's because they are doing it to extort money of those women.
No, I don't even think it's based on extortion. It's because there was the quarrel happened. That's why they're turning everything against each other.
No, not that. Let me always. What I'm trying to say.
If you send someone, if you send we are dating money, we are doing camera down with, you guys are chilling, you talk every time, you start sharing feelings, and you send the person money. I don't think that's extortion. That's not.
No. What I'm trying to say to you is this: when they start demanding more, and you can't give them more, and they now threaten you.
Oh,
with
okay,
your
yes,
meal,
yes, that's blackmail.
Then
That's
blackmail comes in.
that's the problem.
And
That is how it ends up in the public space.
because me, I don't. That's not my own case. And the fact that it came out at that same time, it
Yeah.
made it so like
They will mix
everything
it up.
just went
They
so-
will mix it
so
up,
much conflict.
and then your
I
name
never
will
wanted to
come
talk
up in
about
it.
it.
Yes,
Because
yes.
me, I know they talk about Obo, Emi Ashiri Obo. I don't.
Yeah, but no,
Yeah, you
no,
put,
I
There's
mean,
you put
nothing to just talk about
majority
it.
inside your own, you know.
At that
exactly.
time, there
Not
was
not
no
the way
reason.
these guys are doing it.
It's
Not the way.
fine.
And you. I mean, thing is, once a way, so it's on lara èèyàn, and you still want to sit down and sit around people who are having who are having their meal, and you don't fight for body. You still sit down, and then you can
Exactly.
come to this platform and be saying, "Show me proof." You know. The information is not out there, I can understand. If the information is out there,
Hello, IT
you can
guy, please
defend
can I
yourself from
ask you a
now
question?
till tomorrow.
IT guy, please can I ask you a question?
Oh yeah, ask me a question now.
Did you see any proof of me blackmailing any
I
woman?
am talking about the information that is in the public
No,
domain.
I am asking you. I am
I
asking
am
you that.
talking about
Have
the
you ever seen
information
any
in
woman
the public.
bringing
You're
a
not
message that I
listening.
blackmailed?
You're not listening to yourself.
Any woman that gave me money,
The information that is in the public
get
domain
your fact right
was discussed
before
at the
you come
time,
out and start
and
saying
we will still
rubbish.
make reference to it.
You are old man.
I think
So
we
go
will
I don't
up.
think I don't think
Go
you
up.
I
You
don't
are
think
old man.
We will still.
think I
You are
said
too big for
blackmail
this.
anybody.
Your nonsense about
Shut up your dirty
factor
mouth,
is
man.
not in it. For you
Fuck
to be
you, man.
extorting money and be doing camera down with the woman,
No
will
one
be
is
doing to
extorting any
blackmail
money
them.
from
It's a
anyone,
fact,
man.
Wait,
and we all
I
know
said,
about
let
Get
the
your
the
fact
music
right before
explain
you
himself.
accuse
So
anyone.
stop talking rubbish.
Get your fact right before you accuse
I don't need
anyone,
a
man.
fact. We have
Get your
talked about
fact
it in the
right.
public.
You are just old fool. Old fool. So I have
Everybody
the right
has
to
Right,
the
let's
information.
date any
let's
woman I
use
want.
Information on
I
the
have the right
internet that we
to
are
date any
He
woman
wants to
discussing.
I
he wants
I
to
want.
don't need any
clarify
facts.
now.
So bring the
I
message
don't
of
need
me
any
blackmailing
facts.
any woman.
To engage with you, I don't need any
Bring
facts. The
the
information
bring the
is on the
message of me
internet.
blackmailing any
You
woman.
go to
IT
the
guy.
internet and go and defend yourself.
Fuck off, man.
It
You are
doesn't matter
idiot.
what
You are old man.
defamatory
You are
word
just
you
old
use.
fool.
I am here to be civil,
You are the most useless man on
and I
the
will not
internet.
use any
You accuse
derogatory
anyone
or
without getting your
defamatory
fact right.
statement or comment with you. I'm too big
You
for
are the
that.
most stupid man on this
Exactly.
internet.
Exactly.
Fuck off.
When you are done, let me know. Do you need
Bring
my
the
dictionary? Should I loan you my dictionary so you
bring the
can use it?
message.
Carry on.
Fuck off, man.
Excel yourself. The platform is yours.
Shut up, Jari Baba.
Carry on now. You're not speaking English anymore. Have you run out of
And
run out
I bring the
verb
fact.
dictionary?
Bring the
Music,
evidence
I
of
think.
the
And
blackmailing
then
any
also
woman.
Yibo, speak
Bring the
English.
facts. Bring the evidence of the
It's
blackmailing any
internet. Its
woman.
information is on the internet. It's got nothing to
You
do with it.
olórí burúkú man.
I am even reading it right now on my laptop.
You are the
I'm
most
reading it on
useless
my
man on
laptop
this
right now.
TikTok.
Your
Fuck
camera
you,
down,
fuck off, man.
antecedents.
Yes,
And all
yes, I
the
do camera down. Go
you've
and
been
kill
using
yourself.
to blackmail people.
I do camera
The
man.
information
Go
is on,
and
is
kill
on Facebook.
yourself.
It's
I do
on
camera
Facebook.
man. I do
It's
camera
everywhere.
down. Go and kill
Speak
yourself. And I
English.
get
Where's your
paid.
dictionary?
Yeah, I did camera
Have you run
down.
out of
I
words?
get paid for it. So go and kill yourself. Ògùn ló máa pa ọ́ láti gbà ẹ̀.
Have you run out of words in the
Ògùn ló máa pa
dictionary?
mọ́mí ẹ̀. Ògùn ló máa pa
carry
gbogbo
on.
àwọn family
Speak English.
ẹ̀.
Give him
I
dictionary.
did camera do and go and kill
Are you
yourself.
doing Soweto?
I
Are you
did
using
camera
Soweto
do
dictionary?
guy go and kill yourself.
Are you speaking from Zulu dictionary?
I did camera do and go and kill yourself.
Are you
and I get
speaking
paid
from
for it.
Zulu dictionary?
Fuck off, man.
Oh yeah,
Idiot.
bring out your Zulu
You are the
dictionary.
most useless man on this planet. Even Joseph Aloba is more better than you.
Exactly.
Don't get in life.
Mr. Scammer.
Yeah,
day.
thank you. I am a scammer. And I'm proud of you.
Exactly.
I am a scammer.
You
Thank
even learn one word in
Yes,
English.
I am a big scammer.
Define scammer. What's the
Thank
definition of
you.
scammer? What is
Thank
the
you.
definition of
IT
scammer?
guy. At least
Oh, yeah.
I am not an old fool like
Definition
you.
of scammer.
I am not
Oh, yeah.
an old fool like you.
Definition of scammer.
I am a scammer. Thank you.
Dance.
Thank you, IT guy. Thank you. Baruch. I am a big scammer. Oh, yeah, go and kill yourself.
You know
Oh,
where
yeah,
you are. You are in the marketplace right now.
I am a big
and
scammer.
you are
Oh, yeah, go and
dancing
kill yourself.
profusely. Onju kebe sita bí Yomi Fabi.
Burúkú ni ẹ dà.
Oh yeah.
Bàbá wèrè ló wá ṣe.
Is that Zulu dictionary?
Olórí burúkú bàbá.
Is
No
that
be only
Zulu
you sabi
dictionary?
use part for this world.
Soweto.
You are the most useless man on this TikTok.
Now you are speaking.
You think that you can talk to anyone?
Òun náà ni
IT, go and do your mother. I will do camera down for your mother.
Mélòó lẹ́ni obìnrin mélòó
IT
lẹ́ni.
guy, go and bring your mother. I will do camera down for your mother. I will get you. Para olórí burúkú.
Òun náà ni ó yá. Is that your Zulu dictionary again? Ọ̀tẹ̀. You know what ọ̀tẹ̀ is? Go to Itafaji kó lọ wo àwọn tó ń pè lọ́tẹ̀. Ọ̀tẹ̀ àwọn sọ́dọ̀.
IT guy. IT guy, na me dey pursue the music.
Wèrè ti mú gbó, ó ti mú gbó. A wà lórí platform, a máa róòlù gbó lórí platform. Ó ti ṣàgbó brain ẹ̀ ò ṣiṣẹ́ mọ́.
Why are you engaging that small boy? Why are you engaging that small boy?
Irọ́. There's no small boy or big boy on the black app o. Èṣù ní gbogbo wa o. Èṣù la wa o. Kò sí èṣù rẹ̀ o. Rọ̀fọ̀rọ̀fọ̀ a máa yíra wa mọ́ rọ̀fọ̀rọ̀fọ̀ ni o. Àwa dẹ̀ lè sọ òyìnbó using the Chambers and Cambridge dictionary.
I think I take no àwọn sọ́dọ̀ for Saleko. I take no that kind. You don't live there before.
Àwa jẹ̀ sí gbogbo yẹn na Agbobi college I do my second. O tè ní bọ̀bọ̀ yẹn náà o tè ní. O tè. Dàtọ̀.
Oh, God. You know, say that thing, now it for that boy platform. After that thing, nobody they come with platform again.
Of course.
You know?
No, but you
I
know
say,
the guy is full of wrong narratives.
Platform live.
He's full of wrong
A máa róòlù gbó lórí live. Tó bá ti wá ṣágbó yẹn báyìí, brain yẹn á kàn knock ni láti bẹ̀ lọ. Òjé ló ń yọ.
Oh, God.
You know,
I want to say something. I want to ask everyone.
You know one thing, people try to suppress people sometimes on the black app. They will first of all say you are a man. After a while, they say you are a woman. After a while, they say it's your age. Omo, we are all the same on this level. For me, no.
IT guy.
Oh yeah,
One second, please. 1 second.
Yes.
I beg you, I was just wondering. The nurse and Wumi, which team they dey?
Who be the nurse?
The nurse wey they say, you don't say they say Kai Mohbad and Team Wumi, are they together?
I hope you're not referring to Karimo.
No, not Karimo now.
You mean the nurse that came to Corona?
The nurse wey police present and Wumi, are they not together?
For where?
How do we confirm that?
No, as in working together.
Working together.
What's the proof to that? What's the proof?
To do what?
Are you guys whining me?
Engineer, real engineer.
You're meant to be an engineer.
Engineer nìyẹn.
IT guy.
You're a full
IT
science
guy.
student, science plus mathematics.
MBTTASA
Yeah.
engineer.
So for you to say this, yeah, what's the proof actually? Is there anything?
At least the nurse hasn't
concrete?
come out to say anything, right? And the way things are going, I believe that the nurse and Wumi probably are together in this.
No.
Okay,
Hold on.
probably. Okay, probably.
Hold on. Before you.
Probably, yeah.
Hold on now. Now, the way I say it is, if we're able to identify whether the buying happened on Monday or Tuesday, then we can start talking about the nurse and anybody else. Or until then, I don't think there will be clarity on the matter.
But the nurse with her statement, she admitted that the stuff happened on Tuesday.
So what's our problem now?
Okay.
But the
And you-
driver said otherwise. The IT guy, the driver testified otherwise. Said
No. Hold on. Listen to this. I still don't understand why we're mixing this up. So the driver, they went to the show on Sunday. The driver took them home, and on Monday, by 11 o'clock, the driver had already disappeared from the scene. Is that correct?
Yeah. He said he woke up by 9.
and he saw people coming out of
And
their
they
life.
said, listen to this. So we are using our sense of logical. And they said the nurse came on Tuesday. So there isn't anything to reflect that the nurse came when the driver was there, was it?
No.
Exactly. So what's the problem? Yeah, we need to be careful. We really need to be careful. We need to be logical, and we need to dissect this in a chronological order. And if we do it properly, the way the story is told, with what is in the cities, even the driver's utterances in his little showcase, we need to get this thing, because if the driver wasn't...
You're not on ground.
IT guy,
This is
IT guy,
not
let me
panty
just
now.
drop
This is
my
not
own piece,
panty now.
please. Let me drop my piece.
What I'm
We
trying to
meant
say
to the corona, their testimony to the corona.
No,
The driver was almost
we are comparing the
deleted.
testimony of the corona with what would have been in the statement of the police. So what I'll just try to say is,
Yeah.
if the police can listen to what the driver said, the same thing is at the corona, and they still didn't push for further investigation, then I think the police should be sued.
Even if he was interviewed, they did not tell you he came to say the same thing at the corona. They did not tell you that.
Yeah, when I just spoke now, I said if.
But
I wasn't there when he made the statement at the
not until the driver went to the inquest that we got to know his side of the story. That is what the point I'm trying to make. Even if he was interviewed by the police, there wasn't any information in the public domain until he told us what he told us. And then we started looking at the whole matter differently, given the new information that has now surfaced. Right?
Because his statement his statement at the corona raised some doubts,
Exactly.
And it supported part of the things we've been talking about on TikTok,
Exactly, but then he actually got us to wonder, because when he said nobody came out until 3 p.m. when they were going to go and get the medicine, and they went back inside, and then Wumi came and interviewed first, everybody would have changed their stories.
But even him coming last, it's not helping the investigation,
See the drivers. You understand?
Prisoner plenty like this. Everything is sacrosanct. Everybody is going to jail. Everybody.
I suspect the police was not well funded to investigate that boy's demise.
Please, you can't say that.
Why can't I say that?
It is not about fun. Please, if we see that something is not right. No, if something is not right, don't let us attack or make excuse for people. For crying out loud.
Let me explain why I said to you.
Nigerian police.
Let me explain what I said to you.
Nigerian police has a budget. No be 1
Yeah,
million.
you
no
having
be
a
2
budget
million.
does not mean the money will get to you. Let me
This
in Nigeria.
Baba,
In Nigeria, you really had a budget. Does not mean the money.
do you know how many people? No. Do you know how many people at Pai after Mohbad that they were
You're number
do the
one. Your
investigation?
IG can just divert the money. Not to happen.
Which money? For
The
something that
budget
is so
now.
very.
You know they understand Nigeria. Why they talk like this now? And
No, this should not be about Nigeria. Say person turn here.
Engineer and Louis, let's have a look at it this way. Okay. Now, let's be clear about some of the things that are fundamental. Yeah. So you've got the inquest and you've got the magistrates. Yeah. You've got all sorts of buying that is taking place in Nigeria. And as the governor of Lagos State stated, Mohbad that is the first person that acquired. Yeah. So the comment, if you relate it to normality, it will be that people die every day. What makes these guys' death different? Now, the way we're looking at it on social media, we're thinking Mohbad is a celebrity. And I think that even at the time, Mohbad was getting there, but it wasn't quite there. And it was us on the Black App and social media that actually gave it volume, loud it, and then, we let the world know that, yes, this guy is a celebrity. Now, if you look at the calendar of the magistrates and you look at different jurisdictions within even Lagos itself, you will find that if there's a morgue, there's a police station there, there's a magistrate there. You go to another area, another jurisdiction, it will be the same. That's the reason why they say, go to the right jurisdiction to go and report whatever the case may be. Now, when you look at it, the process itself is convoluted with cases. And there is no way they're going to exclusively, just like the case of Bamishe, there is no way they're going to exclusively say, oh, this is Mohbad because it's Mohbad now. We're now going to focus on this every day. And then you're now going to look at the police budgets, and then someone is going to come and say, drop all the cases, just focus on one case. I don't think it works that way. So it is not a matter of underfunding. And I think it's just the fact that how many policemen do you have in the country? Different duties. How many magistrates do you have in Lagos? Different cases, different jurisdictions. And the same thing we go with the DPP, looking at cases. If this magistrate needs to go on an urgent case and the case needs to be dealt with sort of like urgently. So if you look at that, I don't think it's a matter of budgeting. It's just a matter of...
I think it's just influence.
Yeah, it's just
corruption.
So yeah,
corruption.
No, before you do
corruption is still part of not being funded for the case.
Before you do corruption, there's corruption in the land. So corruption, Nigeria and corruption, they are sitting on the same glass.
Exactly.
Forget about
Nigeria is the definition of corruption.
If you forget what corruption, just put Nigeria in
Yeah, exactly.
Because on every level, there's corruption. Every level.
You know why I'm wrong? You know why?
Even
why
the children, the father
because
is...
phone forensic is very easy to do. To do phone forensic is very, very easy. It's not.
Always. No. Your Mefabe has done the phone forensic.
No. See, if the police are done well, there wouldn't be space for Yomi to come and
He did the phone forensics. He gave it to Supreme and Olori Ebi.
IT guy, you know something? You know what funny thing? I love listening to Yomi's lies, and I don't know why. I listen to them like...
Let's put phone forensic aside.
Okay.
If you listen to this case as a police officer, a detective, probably that is just starting his career, you see that all these things are not right. Even ordinary citizen could picture that there's something wrong somewhere. And you can't tell me that...
You see another time destroy this case.
With all the statements, of probably the people around Mohbad or the 24 people, are so simple now. So you can't tell me it's funding. You can't tell me.
Do you know I said in May? I said May. I wasn't absolute.
But have a look at it. Have a look at it this way. Now, If they decide to manage Mohbad's case differently from other cases, that decision may have been made. And the system, as corrupt as it is, have decided to manage that case exclusively the way they are managing it. The longer it goes on, the better for them. That is how they're going to do their damage limitation. And you know that whatever the outcome is, there may be a riot. Now, if we keep it going for 5 years, then we're not going to have a riot in 5 years. So the system can decide to manage it their own.
No, I don't think anything can bring a riot concerning Mohbad's death anymore.
You don't know.
It has cleared out. It's no more burning in people's minds. You know what brought up the riots?
Yes.
It's because of the fact that of the sensation about the fact that it was being bullied, you know, by Naira and Sammy. That was what brought out that anger in the public. If they had said it was the nurse or anything, injection, anything that came initially, there wouldn't have been an uproar.
Okay, let me ask you a question. Do you believe that we will get justice before this time next year?
I don't know. I'm not the one in charge of justice.
Exactly. That's what I'm trying to say.
JIT, I think the evidences have been destroyed by the public. People funded by the public destroyed every evidence.
No.
What evidence was destroyed by the public? Which one?
All the forensic evidence.
I think the Baba Mohbad himself destroyed
forensic evidence of it.
From inception.
Allegedly.
Especially the ones that have to do with his body.
Burying that body at that time was first of all has messed things up.
But they came to do worse. Something that is worse than even burying the body. Now the body is out. Why are they not doing autopsy? Why are they not doing? I can tell you something that they
6 months.
any money to do all those things. That's why Adumoso came out to say it's free of charge. They never did anything.
They didn't do it.
There is possibility justice may come on this case.
Not from the justice system.
No.
The justice that we see is people will start running mad.
If the government,
people like Karimo, they will be saying nonsense, crying, doing all those things.
If the government really wants justice,
you have two other people on the panel. Let them speak.
Okay, Mr. Yes, let's hear from Olabisi.
Olabisi and Mr. Okeke.
That's it. They want to speak.
Right, okay.
Okay, we'll wait for authorization.
Maybe Olabisi. See this engineer, don't worry. I know where you belong. I know your guy. Yeah, this justice. IT guy, we are going to get justice. But do you know that people in Nigeria have moved on already? It's only the people in diaspora are lamenting about justice and online. A lot of people in Nigeria, when you ask them, when they see my post, they will ask me, you guys are still doing justice a lot. So we abroad are the ones pushing justice. So Nigeria have moved on already, a lot of people. It's just few of them that come.
But if you say we're gonna get justice, what exactly are you talking about?
Do you know that Nigeria justice system at times is compromised and but the way we push it, I believe one day something might come up. I promise you. Might.
You see, you're contradicting.
It's other probability, though.
You said we're gonna get justice. Then you see Bamishe's case. If you look at it, African television got involved heavily in that process. And if he hadn't, maybe by now, if he wasn't pushed on the black cap and showcased as prominent as he did, as openly as he did, maybe we're still going to be looking at another 5 years. Now, look at what he did in 1 year. Well, even at the time from the inception, we all knew that the driver was going to go down, and the heaviest penalty that they can give him is what he's going to, and that's what he got. Now, this case is different. So, this case, as you said, is based on probability. So, carry on.
Yeah, it's not that probability. And again, about Bamishe case, the eye is on one person. They have a suspect already. Justice for Mohbad, there's a lot of people involved. And there's a lot of people contradicting the justice. There's a lot of people working for money. So, I think the justice is under 60-40.
No,
We have,
start.
we have,
Now,
we have
do not even start because Yomi Fabiyi says 79%. Sometimes
no. Your me is a
Oh,
hustler.
God.
Your me is a hustler.
guy,
You
yeah?
know, you know, at times you get, you know, like the industry is very tough now when it comes to acting. No. Acting
Are you
is
are you trying to say he needs to improve on his camera skills?
Okay. That
he
guy.
needs to he needs
You don't have
to
to
he
disrespect.
needs to
You don't
he
have
needs
to
to start
disrespect
small skits those TikTok.
Abi, you should start doing skit, Abi. All those 30
No.
minutes.
I
Comedy.
think
3
you
minutes.
guys are not. You need to consider the fact that Yomi Fabiyi wants to be famous. He wants to be more famous than Joseph Aloba.
But
He can't be seen doing skits.
but he's a celebrity. He's not an activist. He's a celebrity. So he needs to work more.
No. He's fighting with Joseph Aloba. Said are more famous than him. So he needs to up his game. He needs to
But
up
it
his
is
game.
IT guy. But do you know now when Yomi bring out a skit, a lot of us will follow him because he sold his brand already to
But what
Justice
is that?
for
Is that
Mohbad.
going to be placenta too? Is it going to be placenta too? Or
He sold his brand already.
No, it will be Ikebe Super One.
Ikebe Pupa.
Yeah.
Ikebe Pupa.
Super Patch
So,
One.
but he sold his brand already. We know him. Like, I'm sorry to say, I don't know him before. Apart from this Justice for Mohbad, I don't know him. So now, from now,
No, during
I follow-
Papa Jesha, it was very popular.
yeah, I didn't follow.
Yeah,
the
but
case
we weren't
that
even
much.
there. You see, this is the funny thing. For me, I knew zero about Baba Ijesha. Zero.
I know. I followed it.
You know why?
No.
I was on Facebook when Facebook started.
Yeah.
They set a trap for that Jesha and he caught him.
Yeah, then after a while, I disappeared completely from Facebook. As in, even at some point, I just kind of put my account in hibernation and all that, so I didn't go to Facebook at all. So it was when this Justice for Mohbad thing really kicked in and they started talking about its antecedents and all that kind of stuff, that, you know, without Baba Ijesha, he would not have built his first house and all those kind of shenanigans. So he's about to use Justice for Mohbad to build his second house.
How to buy an SUV.
He's going to buy his Range Rover.
I'm still asking, where is the money for the concert? Where's the money for the concert?
He's still in his pocket now.
Where's the 8 million naira that he said he was going to cover the stage? Or just stage? Where is the money? Why is no one asking where the money is?
I said,
No, hold on, Olowos. They said it was 10 million. If we remove 3 million for meat pie and Sprite and 13.7.
Guy, that one don't go reach 500K, I beg. Meat pie and jollof rice.
Exactly.
there's something I said
Plus bottled
before.
water.
And the
Louis,
tent,
there's
and the
something I
tent.
said. There's something I said that was last year. Do you know the reason why this case will keep on dragging? Is a
Yeah.
business for some people.
Olowos, nice one.
Yes, it's the business.
that was
It's a
engineer,
business for
engineer.
some people.
Nice one.
So when the justice ends, a lot of people they're not going to eat anymore. So that is why we keep on dragging it. Somebody we have an inquest to go or go to court, he will travel to UK and drag the case and come back with another narrative. So the reason why we stay here for the next 3 years is because of the business. There's a lot of people that is cashing out.
Yeah,
And they
but
keep on-
look. After you've received your round of applause, let's also be candid that the same people you're referring to are the same people that are up all night and active 24/7 when all of us are at work, sleeping at night and all that kind of stuff. So we have to give them a round of applause.
Even when we're at work, we still listen, you know? It's entertaining to me, very entertaining.
Yeah, but
It's very-
remember, there are some people that are so prominent on this thing, and you will always find a window to sit on. Imagine if there is no window to sit on during the day. Even you won't be able to work properly.
IT guy, you are very right because these few days I was enjoying myself these few days when Camera Dan came out. I was enjoying myself.
What was more entertaining to me was Yomi versus
Aries.
Aries. It was so entertaining.
But people go enter depression if justice for Mohbad finish. People go enter depression because this is this.
But wait till you take the catch fun, Abi.
Just imagine when Chairman's one came up. Then we had Ebola inside it, and we have.
That's not Chairman.
Let me tell you something.
Do you also know? Even Netflix in UK will probably be losing money now because
everywhere, even in Nigeria.
Yeah.
You know? Because hey, now what?
Yeah.
So let's even though we are trying to.
But if I was chairman, I think I would have handled that matter better.
Louis, please. Even though we are trying to justify what chairman did, and we're trying to cover it.
No, we're not trying to justify it.
We are not justifying it.
We are just discussing.
When you listen to the
We have
voice
to get
note,
the facts.
bro.
Yeah.
When you listen to the voice note, bro,
It was too raw.
chairman fuck up.
Of course.
But look, let me.
You know that there's something that I've given back to
You should have handled it in a better way, you know.
He fuck up.
Let me try and
The matters was not even just a relationship matter or camera down.
A lot of
There
things,
was some
a lot
kind of
things was going
baiting.
down.
There was something going
A lot
on.
of things. I don't want
You
to
know, there
involve
was a lot
myself.
of-
That is why I never came up about it. But when you listen to the voice note, bro, me and this girl, I know her 2023. We talk on WhatsApp, but she never had the opportunity to go that far because I place her somewhere. I know. I told her, I pray to God every day that I shouldn't fall into your trap. I told her,
Now the Yomi with that. That's the
I
prayer
tell her
every day.
every day, I pray to God when I log
That's
in
the
on TikTok,
post.
I don't want to fall into your trap because it will never be okay. That is what I always tell her. Even on the panel, I'll tell her, I know all these things you are doing. She used a defensive mechanism. Before she come up, she calls a lot of people. She will call and set trap, people that will support her. That girl is very smart. I promise you. She's very smart. But what is wrong with her is what I don't know. She set up alliance, people that I was part of the people. I know what was going on. But I was part of the people trying to help her, trying to save her from everything. But I know what was going down. And I believe I'm among the people that enabled her to be doing all this rubbish. Because if we stop this thing earlier,
you know Wes, I think trying to make a big mistake. When there was a quarrel between Isabella and that friend, right? We should have calmed it down in a better way. One.
yeah.
Then two, it shouldn't have tried to say, okay, well, you should have bent on one side, you know, to support either party. You got what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It should have remained neutral and tried to settle in the both of them.